Good afternoon, folks. This is Darth Driver 07 coming today with another video. It's just going to be in shorter digestible chunks as I got seed in from the Chosen Prime. Thank you, Chosen Prime, for sending that in quickly. Before we get into that video, make sure to like, share, subscribe, all the stuff down below. Thanks again for tuning in to my content. Let's turn this around and take a look at the box, the contents, and the stuff here in this first part one. Appreciate your time, folks. And here's the 01 Studio 01 number 2 release of the seed. And you got our solar system, us and the moon there. You got nothing on that side of the box. The back side of the box, I guess, is not for sale. And all that, choking hazards, small parts, all that stuff. Nothing there. You get the top of the box that says what it is again there. And the bottom of the box has nothing there. So with all that said, I have done a video showing off, you know, everything that was inside of the box, and there's a lot of moving parts and what have you there, and just a lot to digest, as you can see in this little clip that I'm showing you here. And I just think it's just way too much to be, you know, in one video, so that's why we're breaking it up. With all that comes with this set, this drew my eye first. It's this really, really cool looking Rodimus looking head, and it's actually based on the G1 comic. Let me shed some light on this because it is a beautiful piece. It's got those beautiful gold reflective eyes there. It's basically Rodimus Prime's head. It's the G1 comic alternate head that also has Alphatron hiding inside of here, and we'll get into that a little bit later there. You get this beautiful collector's card showing seed on this side, and you have seed's planetary mode on that side. And it'd be neat to see all that light up with some light up function, but that's all the little stuff you get to install that's in this bag right here. All that orange bits is 106 pieces. It's 2 sprues, 53 a piece, and then 10 spiky thorny pegs that need to be broken off of there and applied to the body back over there. This awesome looking G1 space bridge doubles as a stand once you get the little foam things in this bag put on here right there. It has 2 LEDs. I gotta look at the battery size and that kind of thing to get that together, and don't know about those instructions showing that off at all. We'll get into the instructions here in just a moment. But there's that pack. That thing came in 4 pieces, and a warning here, when you go to pick these up and clip them, be careful with how you do this so you don't actually stress it, push it together and then push it in. Don't like do it apart, but that's how I got it stand up like a space bridge or a Stargate or whatever in that opening and unboxing. That's exactly how I did that, to have Alphatron stand on top of the big boy there in the background. And we'll get this moved forward here after I do a look at the instruction sheets. The instruction sheet, just a lot of steps. You got some painted instructions on how to do the stuff and things and how to get it there, configurations, and it continues onto the back. Very involved. I'm scared to do this, and oh, there we go, AG02. There's the battery size for those wondering. So I need to get a hold of some batteries, but that will probably be mailed to me because I don't feel like chasing batteries down or wasting gas. And how that will go into the head there and install into the chest. And you got a magnet built in the bottom of Alphatron's feet to actually activate the lighting features in the chest and in the head. So with all that said and done, here's how the body comes in to you. It comes in the clamshell laying down just as you see here. All no hands, the head, this is the way it is. It's got like foam packed in all over it. And like I said, this is an extensive look as to what you need to do when you get out of the box. The first thing you gotta do is configure these feet. And I'll do it real quick right here with one on one side. And we'll spread this open, good clickety joints there. So then you got a toe that you need to get dug out. Well, not that. You got the toe dug out, and then you gotta take in this die cast heel has to be popped out. And it's, boy, that's tightly done there. And the thing that you can do to make this easier for this next part is open it up here, and you got the 2 pegs that needs to go into 2 holes there. So then you can open it up, smash it down, and click it into place, and that's a fit all done. We're going to quickly do this off camera right here at this one. So now we got his feet all said and done, and it can be stood up as is right there. He's got that straight line going down through there with that. And then we're going to move on up here to the arms. The arms come loosely done like this, and the floppy in the back. So before we do that, I want to actually show you how to dig out the hands, and you got to have a plunger or just have enough strength there. I've been using this screwdriver, which I don't recommend because you can mar the part if you ain't careful. So you get this and dig it out, and you do this just like this, and it's got this whole wrist has got to come around and get all the way back around right here so that you can. And it's really super tight, guys, so that you can peg it back in on the other side, and just very carefully. And it's squeaky. This seems to be a Zeta toy thing, as I keep watching other folks, you know, go through Zeta toy stuff over the time and space. So there's that. And when that's done and said and done, you take that hole and that peg and you just do it together there. You can do your fingers and stuff later. I'm going to do that off camera to this side too. And now his hands are totally done there. The last things I want to show you is the arm panels real quick. So right here with his arm panels, they come kind of loose right here, but we're going to work on this back side first. You got to take this piece and flip it around and get it prepared, because it's going to line up right here in a second with these bits here. Once we get this back side piece here, actually get this back here like this, so you can see that it's up like this, and then you got to get these pegs to line up with those holes on the inside there, and you click them into place just like so. Then you can take this and click it in using those 2 pegs there to go to those pegs there, and it clicks it in like so, keeps it nice and firm and on. And then you got these 2 tabs and those 2 slots that you peg it in right there, and that's firm and clean and awesome. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And this final bit here is actually revealing the head, but I'll just like lay this stuff back here in the back, and your head is down in there. I thought it was totally missing and gone when I first opened it, so then like I pulled that up. But then if you don't do these little features here in the front and the back of the figure, you will not be able to lock it in place, and it'll just, with any bump, it'll go back down inside of there. So what you want to do there is you want to take your spludger or whatever and angle it in on it just like so, very carefully, and get this dug around. I've already scratched that just a little bit there trying to get this to do this. The back side is harder than the front. I'm going to try to do that right there, and I can't get it to go. I'll try to do the front and try to demonstrate a little bit better. And just take and push on one side of it. And of course the dogs are barking and raising all kinds of cane. So then that doesn't go down when you push on it now that that's done. I'll get this other back side done, and I'll show you the configuration one more time. Once that spot looks like that, then this is actually really, really good to go. And you can actually get these guns angled up here and ready to blast away. They're on balls and pegs. And there's like a peg system here that I've already done off camera. But you peg in here and you peg in here, and it holds it together. You set it back down in here and angle this however you want to. I leave it loose. You can actually peg it into 2 slots right here on the back, right here and right here. But I like to leave it and angle it up. So that's the initial configurations you're going to need when you're going to do this guy. And I will hang on one side, guys. And that's going to do it for this first look at this ginormous. He's not HasLab big, but we'll go through the measurements and stuff with that later. Just wanted to show off these details and whatnot, minus all the little orange globules and the spikes. And I'll do the articulation video coming up next, just to kind of show off where he moves and how he moves before we do get the spikes and the sticky stuff to it. Thanks again for tuning in to part 1 of several. Thanks again for watching. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, all the stuff down below. Tune in again to the next part, guys. Thanks again for your bit of time. The first 8 minutes of this big new transformer on the turntable. C, also known as Primus. Thanks again for watching.